Sure, the boy's clever. If I did it, it was...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Commanders and the Saints under the lights on Thursday night.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. And tonight we start Week 5 with a prime-time matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out, their veteran quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
So on fourth down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team. That want to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Carr.
Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a play fake. Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Try to get that one to Chris Olave, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
Again, it's Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
He gets it left side of Johnson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, You make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Crawford eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Potter.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Crawford.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw on 3rd down, Crawford.
Here's a screen for Robinson. He's got room at the 30.
And he gets this one down to the 24.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Cousins on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and goal for Cousins.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing his car on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On play action. Now Carr.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Carr.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Carr now to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here. Look, and we will take a short break.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. To throw is Cousins.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
On play action, Cousins.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And this... possession here at their own 47-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Here's Carr to throw. Johnson.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position.
And got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Kamara up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So a player shake it up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Setting up the screen for Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Carr going to throw.
They set up the screen to Miller.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Jackson,
as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The point after, goodbye groupie.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Play fake. Cousins. Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. Cousins over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. One of the best of the early games.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down, a run to Dobbins.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Potter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Here's Cousins.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 4 yards out.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Carr now on 1st down. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing now is Carr. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson.
Down to the 25.
Now during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. To throw, it's Carr.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
First down, here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. Situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. 2nd and 9. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Stiff-armed him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, partner, you look at a play call like that, and you have to think to yourself, that's got to be one to pad the stats a little bit, huh?
He has had a great game throwing the football, and I think you're right. Maybe getting a little greedy again down near the end zone.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
So a player shake it up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Completion left side to Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr now on 1st down.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
On play action, now Carr. His throw incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board. Shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now Carr.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, Cousins. He finds his man complete. It's Potter.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards that time.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Cousins on 1st down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Cousins here to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.